Hi there, I'm Manpreet. I make book related videos on this channel every Wednesday and Saturday at 6 p.m. And welcome to today's video. So, what happened was last week I put up a video called the book series that I have read until now. And a lot of you asked me about the book series that I am currently reading or that I want to get to in this year. I thought, why not make this book series TBR and talk about the book series that I have been reading or I want to read in 2020. So in this video, I have about 7 book series that I'm going to discuss, that I'm going to introduce you to, and also going to update you about my progress with those books. So without further ado, let's get started. If you are new here and you do not know me, hi there, I'm Manpreet. We are friends now, and now you can subscribe to me, turn your notifications on so that you get notified every time I post a new video. I post book related videos all the time, so subscribe please. So without further ado, let's talk about these books. Number 1 is obviously something that you can easily guess from my previous book series video, and that is the Infernal Devices series. Now, what is Infernal Devices series? It's a prequel in the Shadowhunter world by Cassandra Clare. Now, Cassandra Clare has created this amazing Shadowhunter world that I keep giving introduction to. She has written a lot of book series inside that world. One of those is the Mortal Instrument series, which I have read and finished and loved. And there was this prequel series that is Infernal Devices series. There are 3 books. It's basically a trilogy: Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. I actually have read Clockwork Angel a long time back, and now I have to just read it all over again if I want to continue the trilogy, because once I forget, I feel like I'm unable to get into the whole series in a completely honest manner, right? If I do not remember what happened in the first book, I am mostly lost in the first part of the second book, and then my impression of that book is affected because of that, which I do not like doing, because I normally also review books on this channel and I don't think it's genuine enough. So yeah, Infernal Devices trilogy is the first in my TBR when it comes to book series that I want to read, and it's going to be amazing. I know it already because the whole circle of Cassandra Clare fans says that Infernal Devices series is much better than the Mortal Instrument series, so I am really excited about this. Number 2 on my TBR is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. It follows an assassin, Selena Sardotian, and it has high fantasy, okay? There is a lot of magic, there's a lot of mystery, and there's a lot of romance in this book as well. So I have read Throne of Glass, the first book, and I have also read the second book, Crown of Midnight. Now, the series actually has 7 books plus 1 prequel. It has Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. The prequel actually comes as the 3rd book in the series, okay? It's actually a prequel, okay? In the story, it's a prequel, but it was written as the 3rd book, okay? So if you are thinking about reading the series in the publishing order, you would read The Assassin's Blade, the prequel, at the 3rd place, while if you're thinking of reading this series in the chronological order of the story, then you would read The Assassin's Blade first and then you would read The Throne of Glass. So it depends on how you want to read it. For me, I feel like The Assassin's Blade is really a prequel. I can read it anytime, so I would rather just read the whole series and then get to Assassin's Blade. But I don't know yet, okay? I might change my views regarding that, but again, I read the first 2 books quite a long time ago, so I would have to start over, and trust me, I am not even like sad about it, because I would love to read Throne of Glass, the first book, once again. I loved it so much. So yeah, this is the second book series on my TBR. Number 3 is Heroes of Olympus series, which is a book series that comes after the Percy Jackson series, okay? And it follows both Roman and Greek mythology and follows bunch of different characters. A few characters are from the previous Percy Jackson series. Percy is there, Annabeth is there, Nico is there, and a lot of characters from the Percy Jackson series are there in this book. But there are also new characters: Jason, Piper, Leo. All of these characters are also there. I have read first 2 books in this series. There are 5 books: The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, Mark of Athena, House of Hades, and Blood of Olympus. I have read the first 2, reading this 3rd book currently on my Kindle, okay? And honestly, Rick Riordan books are amazing. They are a combination of mythology, fantasy, and a lot of adventure is there in his books. So you should try out Rick Riordan books if you haven't. But I totally love this Heroes of Olympus series, and I'm very excited to just, finish this series and enjoy it. Number 4 is not really like a connected series. As in, you do not have to read all the books in the order. Basically, it's the Poirot series. So Agatha Christie, who is a very popular mystery writer, she has written a lot of books featuring this detective Poirot, and mostly each book covers one case of Poirot. So there are 47 books in total, so it is going to be quite a project to read this. I have already read 5 of Poirot books. After the Funeral, Murder of Roger Ackroyd, Murder on the Links, ABC Murders, and The Murder on Orient Express. I have read these 5s and I have 42 more to go, and I'm really excited about it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be in any particular order. So I already own 2 books, Mysterious Affair at Styles, which is the first book in this whole series, if you think it like that. And then there is The Hollow. So I'm going to read those 2 books first and then get to the rest of the books. So yeah. Number 5 is Famous 5 series. Now this is children's adventure novels. A lot of books, again, 21 books are there. It features a set of children who find themselves in the middle of an adventure every holiday, and it features a very, very cute dog. And Enid Blyton actually writes for kids, and I read a bunch of Famous 5 series books when I was a kid. I think about 5 to 7 of them. I do not remember them. Recently, I read the first book in the Famous 5 series, and I have been wanting to read it. Now, I do have my reservations about it. Maybe I'm too old to read those, but I still want to read those because, it feels like an unfinished business. The next one is the Divergent series. It's actually a trilogy, and it features this dystopian world, which honestly at this moment I do not remember much. I have read the first book in the Divergent series. A lot of my subscribers keep asking me about the series and whether I have read it or not. I actually read the first book and then wasn't so impressed, so didn't continue. But as so many of you have suggested me to give it a chance one more time, so yes, Divergent series is again on my TBR on your suggestion. Okay, and I'm really excited to read it. Lastly, I have The Lord of the Rings. It's very, very amazing that I have still not gotten to reading the whole Lord of the Rings. And the reason is, see, I have the whole book set with me. Okay, I have The Lord of the Rings, the companion novels, and I have The Hobbit. And I decided to start from The Hobbit. I have read The Hobbit first 250 pages once, then I just lost touch. So I started the Lord of the Rings series once again and read The Hobbit again for the first 250 pages. And just imagine, I lost touch once again at exactly the same point. I don't know what it says about me or about the book, but yeah, I really want to, check that I have read the Lord of the Rings series. So it's on my TBR. I will get to it very soon and I will not lose touch next time. So yes, these are the 7 top book series in my TBR. I have the Millennium Trilogy on my bookshelf. I have the Shopaholic series by Sophie Kinsella on my bookshelf, and I want to get to those too. And I really want to, explore new worlds now, because when you're reading book series, you can often, just get confined between one world. For example, if I continue reading Cassandra Clare books, and most of the times I'm reading that, I'm just confined to the Shadowhunter world. But I want to discover more worlds too. So yes, I am on a lookout for more book series. So if you have any suggestions, comment down below and I will check those out and add those to my TBR and get started with this with full rigor and with full passion, so that I can read a lot of books this year. And yes, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you got to know about a couple of book series. These are really exciting, and if you want to just read these along with me, then get started, guys. I always update about what I'm reading on my Instagram stories and also on YouTube stories, but I can reply to you only on Instagram. So yes, follow me over there and let's just read together. And yes, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please make sure you hit a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yes, that's it for this video. This is Manpi signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon. Oh, I am being attacked. Okay, fine. Fro, I have special makeup for making videos, you're not supposed to eat it up, okay? चलो पीछे होके बैठो, पीछे होके बैठो.